So you're gonna start martial arts, awesome. Taking your first class, preparing for it, all that kind of stuff. And that can be very exciting, can also be a bit nerve-wracking for some people because it's a big step. And to make it easier for you and a little bit less scary, here are 10 things you should take note of before going to your class. Number 1 is gonna be cut your nails. For multiple reasons, hygiene, safety, all that kind of stuff, it is important to cut your nails. So make them short, don't make them pointy and rigid. Your toenails as well, don't forget those, because you're going to be up in people's face, in people's body, with kicking, with punching for your own nails to not break, but also if you're doing any kind of grappling or MMA, for the eyes, all that kind of stuff. So the safety is a big part in that, but also the hygiene. Because with contact sports, all kinds of infections can happen. Like with other sports, there's all kinds of stuff that can happen, but especially if you're physically active with each other, you want to have as proper hygiene as possible. Now if it's your first time and, for example, you're trying to get a new workout rhythm, or you want to get back into shape or learn to defend yourself, but you don't have a lot of cardio, all that kind of stuff, please bring your water bottle. Make sure you have some water with you so you can drink in between the session or before and after the session to, 1, prevent injuries from happening, to avoid more cramps possibilities, and also you would just want to be more sharp. More water in your body probably will make you a bit sharp as well, and it's just nice to have that water to recover in between. Don't forget that. So number 3 is going to add on to that, and that it's going to be bring some kind of sports drink, something with some sugars or electrolytes or something like that to get your energy bit back up. It can be very exhausting and tiresome the first time, and you want to be prepared that if your sugar level goes low, that you can have something to balance it out, that your energy is not crashing, that you're not going to be like getting all white and nauseous. Have some sugary aspect to it, just in case something goes on, or that you can mix it with your water to have your blood sugar go proper. Now number 4 is bring some sports clothes without zippers. Zippers can be very dangerous for you and your partner that you're going to be training with, because if your skin gets stuck there, for example. Sometimes I've had people being refused even on the mat in other gyms, where it's like, hey, you have zippers, you're going to damage the equipment, the mats, it's not safe. And you want to prevent that from happening, that you either have to go back home to get proper sports clothes, or that you have to go to the gym and then be rejected. We don't want that, of course. So if you go to a new gym, make sure to always have no zippers for safety. And so following up on the aspect of getting sent away or having some time issues with that is also checking the location twice. I cannot tell you how many times I've had it that one of 2 things happen. People put in the location and they go to a different location than they are supposed to, because either Google Maps is tripping out, or they misread something, or they cannot find the location because it's a bit hidden, because a lot of gyms are hidden, let's be honest. So make sure to check your location properly before going the first time. It's always a good gesture to come on time. Also to not feel rushed in your training, and to get that 10-15 minutes extra to say hello to the coach of that day, to be welcomed. It's a nicer experience and also more calming than to be like 5 minutes late to first class. Maybe you feel like you are holding up the class because of it. Try to be on time, check the location twice. It will save a lot of stress. Now let's say you get to the location and you're going to train. It's always important, 1, for the coach to check, but for you to tell the coach if you have any special injuries or conditions. And most of the time they will check, but of course they have tens, if not hundreds or more people they are guiding. So sometimes they may skip over it, or due to time they did not get the time to talk to you about it. So it's really important, if there's something medical that they need to know of, like asthma, for example, like diabetes, like something like an injury in the past with a different sport of your knee, that there's more likelihood to get injured again, let the coach know. It's always better to communicate a bit too much than too little, because we want to have you in a safe environment, and I'm expecting you want that as well, right? So make sure you do everything in your power to create that. Now also, next to that communication, just If you're new, just tell them you're a beginner. Tell them you're new so they can guide you the best ways possible. Because if you tell a coach that you're new, they're going to take care of you even more because you don't even know the sport, let alone things like sparring and stuff. Now, some physical things that you should take note of as well to bring is your shower supplies / towel. A lot of people don't shower directly at the gym, and I get it if you live close by. And with kickboxing, it is less of a thing, but in martial arts in general or contact sports in general, I would say shower as fast as possible. And if you need to drive more than 10 minutes or 15 minutes to go home, then shower at the gym, because bacteria, infections, all that kind of stuff can happen quite quick, especially with contact sports. So the cleaner and the faster you are clean, the better. So after training, have your shower supplies ready, your towel, make sure you can take it all away, clean up again, so you're ready to go. And that also means bringing extra underwear. I don't know how many times I was like, oh, I'm gonna take a shower, and then you don't have your underwear, and that kind of sucks. So please bring your underwear, it will help a lot. Also, something else you should bring is probably slippers. Most gyms will let you know in an email or on a phone call or whatever that you need some extra footwear. Some gyms you don't need it, but to have slippers, it's easier to navigate in the gym. Also, shoes are often full of things like earth, dog poop, all that kind of stuff, and all kinds of bacteria. So often they will have you put them off and use slippers instead that are a bit more clean. Side note, you cannot walk with shoes or slippers on the mats. Often you would have to do that barefoot with socks or with special overshoes. So bringing slippers is also an easy thing to do to navigate around, but most of the time the gym itself will let you know. And the last thing I want to give you as a tip is, if you find it scary, which, hey, we have all been there. Martial arts can be a big step to explore. It's a beautiful journey, but it can be a scary journey as well. Try to bring a friend as well. And check it also with the gym that you're going to go towards. If it's okay, probably they wouldn't mind having someone else join for a trial class to potentially have more members or potentially have a better environment and for you a safer environment. But bring a friend that either they are interested, maybe not, but just as a support for the first class to feel more comfortable. That often helps a lot. So if you are not that comfortable yet with the thought of going to a martial arts gym, maybe going with a friend and just telling them, even if they say to you hey, I don't want to do martial arts, I don't want to continue that, just to let them know hey, I would really appreciate it if you come with me for one time to support me in the trial class so I can get to know some people over there, get more comfortable. And then in the class itself you can build out to do things or communicate with different people just to get to know a bit better. But it often helps to have someone that you already know be there with you. If you found it useful and you want to make work of it, I will link a PDF under the video in the description for you to have a little checklist to repeat all these things. In any case, have fun in your first trial class, enjoy your day, take care.